The Reinsertion. In the past, I've had about 6 breakthrough experiences with Salvia. Before that, I smoked it about 3 times, with heavy doses each time, not experiencing a breakthrough. The more I use it now, the less it seems to take. When it kicks in, the heavy mind-blowing effects last for about 4 minutes, then the after effects last about 20. The setting I prefer is a dark room with a comfortable pillow for my head. I feel most comfortable when I have a reliable friend with me as a sitter. If I am alone, sometimes I am afraid to do it in the dark, so I use it in a natural setting, no buildings, cars, or other man-made things. So yesterday, I took one hit on my friend's back porch. After holding it in for around 20 seconds, I had the same feeling I have every time it kicks in. Then there was no turning back. I get launched into another galaxy. Every time I have this same reoccurring vision, which makes me believe I am having an important revelation that the Salvia goddess desires me to remember. I find myself in the presence of about 4 people. I see them plugging in cartridges into different machines. When they do this, rapid visions flash before my eyes. Then I zoom past rows and rows of systems with cartridges already in them. It is as if I am observing this. These people, who I refer to as the filing family, never see me, but I see them. They do not have definable physical features at all. I know 2 are red and 2 are blue. I feel an overwhelming sense of their presence there before me. Then they plug the last cartridge in, and I zoom back out of the tunnel I traveled into and find myself back in the familiar setting with slight visual distortion. Heavy closed-eye geographic patterns can also be seen at this stage. In looking back and reflecting on this journey, here is what I make of it. The family I saw is a higher power, some sort of gods of something of that nature. I felt very comfortable in this place. I had the feeling I had been there before. Then what I had discovered is the place where I went was the central mainframe of the spiritual world. These people plug in cartridges into machines. The machines are people's energy forms that take on no physical features until the cartridge is plugged in. This cartridge holds an entire life of the person. They are then inserted into the world wherever it may be. Mine is Earth. Then they have an entire history and future predetermined by the information in the cartridge. No one can disprove this theory, that is, unless you remember your birth. I believe the second you are plugged is the moment from which your first memory takes place. Your physical surroundings are nothing more than minuscule creations for the filing family. Nothing is out of their reach. They created my whole world, everything I know, everything I do, in the blink of an eye, stored it onto the cartridge, plugged it in, and bam, here I am. Then when you die, you go to the place that I witnessed, but instead of standing back and watching, you are part of the machine, the eternal energy. Then your soul gets another cartridge popped in and you start a new life, with no recollection of your previous million lives. That is why people have memories from past lives. That is why I had a feeling of familiarity with the realm in which I entered. It is because that's where I was inserted from. That's why life is eternal and you never stop being inserted. Each time you are inserted, it is a totally different experience. Sometimes you are put on Earth, sometimes another place altogether. The concept of heaven is this brief period of reinsertion and the erasure of memory. Then you are jolted into another life, with other religions, with other concepts of heaven, all referring to the place you came from, but have no recollection of. I have seen the same basic concept on many of my journeys, but I was never able to remember it. So yesterday I set up a tape recorder and I tripped about 3 times within an hour period because I was so frustrated from not remembering this discovery I knew would help change my outlook on life. Now I have it, I remember it, so therefore I will live my life differently, knowing no matter what happens, nothing will matter when your memory is erased and you start over. So until my next reinsertion, I'll see you later.